Hi everybody and welcome to TCW Fantasy Wrestling. We are live from Syracuse, New York in the Metal Fire Arena. We have a wonderful card today. It is the Battle Bowl for the women. Round 1 today. We have 11 matches on the card for that we call random team versus random team. You can call it a Battle Bowl style tournament. And the champions of the tournament there'll be a 6-man or 6-woman battle royal, and the winner will get a shot at the TCW World Heavyweight Women's Championship. But before that, we had a match between the Volunteers and Tag 360. The Volunteers ended up winning that match. Scott Tarter got the pinfall on one of the members of Tag 360. I could not tell which one. But they are going to have a rematch, a Texas Tornado match coming up at a future event. Now we get to the women's random team versus random team. And before we have that, we have a bye. And the person who gets the bye is, of course, the women's champion, Mary Firestorm, and her partner, Kaisha. Kaisha and Mary come out for an interview. Kaisha complains that Mary can just lose because she's already the champion and she'll never get her shot. And Mary says, if you want your shot, you can have it tonight, book it, and we'll make it happen. And so your main event tonight is going to be for the TCW World Women's Championship in a special match, Mary Firestorm against Kaisha. Now, in the first round match, Alicia Slutcake and Michelle Blake took on Ann Slutcake and Michelle Omlin. Michelle Omlin and Michelle Blake fought outside the ring the entire time. They didn't even get in the ring. And Alicia Slutcake pinned Ann Slutcake in 6 minutes after Alicia hit her with the spear. Alicia Slutcake, actually, she got her second win in TCW wrestling history. And so Alicia and Michelle move on. They will face off against the winners of this next match, which is Blood Rose and Misty Freeze against Bangle and Kayla Winters. And Misty Freeze gets beat by Kayla Winters via the super kick and a pinfall. Kayla Winters and Bangle move on in the tournament. In the next match, Brittany Starbuck and Misty Storm versus Candace Apple and Mocha. Misty Storm and Mocha are still in the midst of their deep, heavy feud. Brittany Starbuck and Candace Apple, they don't like each other either. They've had matches before, but Brittany Starbuck hits the espresso shot on Candace Apple and wins the whole kit and caboodle, folks. So Brittany Starbuck and Misty Storm move on. Candace Apple wants a piece of Brittany Starbuck, though, and she will get it. Cherry Lollipop and Mona Slutcake against Chipmunk and Naughty Kitty. These two girls are not, not normally on the same side, but they do get along for the most part. They just always seem to fight over the little minuscule things. But today, Chipmunk hit the chick kick on Mona Slutcake, wins the match, and Chipmunk and Naughty Kitty will move on in the tournament. Daisy Fields and Nicole Lauren versus Dominatrix and Nicole Clayton. Dominatrix defeated Nicole Lauren with the Dominator. Nicole Lauren knocked out cold Daisy Fields. She was in a world all her own, ready to fight Nicole Clayton. But Dominatrix and Nicole Clayton did not get along whatsoever. They're going to move on, but we'll see if they get along. Felicia Mercury and Prom Queen, they did not get along whatsoever. They fought all the way through, and their opponents, Goddess and Rain Fire, end up winning the match and moving on in the tournament. Goddess hits the Goddess Drop on Felicia Mercury. That's going to piss off Dominatrix, that's for sure. Prom Queen, very, very upset, and we'll see what happens out of that. Jennifer Baxter and Rainbow Light win their match over Jennifer French and Rhiannon in 15 minutes. It was a great match. Rhiannon and Jennifer Baxter had an amazing, amazing match. Rainbow Light and Rhiannon had a great match, and hopefully these two will fight again for something. But Jennifer Baxter and Rainbow Light win the match and move on. Jessica Lee Richards did not show up for the first 5 minutes of her match and let her partner Sarah Slutcake get beat up by Senorita and Julia Collins. They took their sweet time because they were waiting and waiting and waiting. And Jessica Lee Richards finally got to the ring 5 minutes after the match started and gets in the ring, tags Sarah Slutcake, throws a toothpick at Julia Collins, tags Sarah Slutcake back, and leaves. So Jessica Lee Richards obviously has better things to do than be in this tournament. And Julia Collins and Senorita move on after Senorita hits Sarah Slutcake with the slingshot suplex. Game over, the end. Kaylee Lewis and Strawberry against Carrie Omlin and Sonya the Soul Shifter. What an amazing match. It went 23 minutes. These girls did not want to give up a pinfall whatsoever. Sonya the Soul Shifter and Strawberry were beating the crap out of each other. Kaylee Lewis comes in to the match, though, and pins Carrie Omlin with a roll-up. After that huge amount of time, Sonya pissed, Strawberry pissed, but Kaylee Lewis and Strawberry will move on. The former TCW World Women's Champion Vanessa Very got Lady Raven. Not a fan of Lady Raven is Vanessa Very, as she tagged in once, fought Christina Cold for a little bit. She did not want any of Tammy Stevens. Lady Raven trying to get her opponent in there, but just not treating her with any respect whatsoever. Christina Cold hits the knockout cold. Christina Cold and Tammy Stevens move on. And in the last match, you had Maria Smith and Zandria versus Lisa Slutcake and Violet Rose. Violet Rose and Lisa Slutcake argued quite a bit, but they got along as a team. But Maria Smith and Zandria were just too much for them. Maria Smith hit the DDT on Lisa Slutcake, got the pin and the win. And for the TCW World Women's Championship, Mary Firestorm and Kaisha went 15 minutes. Kaisha missed the Vampire's Kiss. Mary Firestorm hit the powerbomb for the 1 and the 2. Kaisha kicked out, and then Mary Firestorm hit another powerbomb at 17 minutes for the 1, 2, 3. Mary Firestorm retains the World Women's Championship, and they will actually team up next week to face Alicia Slutcake and Michelle Blake. So we will see you guys soon here on the Scott Show podcast as we move forward into the second round of the Random Team Playoffs. You guys have a great night. We'll catch you real soon here on the Scott Show podcast and TCW Fantasy Wrestling.